Okay, I think we've got it going now. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I have streamed, honestly. Wow. Alright, let's pour a little bit more wine. We got a lot of stuff to do tonight. Not too long of a stream, I don't want to be up too late, but I really want to at least get an idea of what I'm doing with flights and insurance. I did do some research earlier today, but I kind of want to go at it and just really like make some decisions if I can, and hopefully there will be something that pops up and just feels right. But, you know, if not, I guess we'll deal with it. But yeah, it's been a while, so welcome. Yeah, I still exist. We're here to do some streaming and getting some stuff done, honestly. I just need to get some buying flights is always the worst, and it's like particularly the worst when you're kind of also like, it's super complicated and I need things to be changeable and I need things to be cancelable and I need things to be like shiftable into other things, and so just everything's a mess. Plus we've been really busy with business stuff, so that's kind of exciting. I'm gonna post that in the Discord too, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. Oh god, yeah, I'm like forgetting all my little routine for streaming and stuff. Wow, my goodness. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm like, wait, where's my streaming spreadsheet? Like, so I can see what I did last time? And oh my god, it's been a while. I wasn't expecting to be not on stream for this long, but I'm glad I'm back now. But yeah, I have a bunch of notes for kind of flights and stuff, and we're just going to keep going through and try to find something decent. We're trying to get from Victoria to Rome. And yeah, I need a flight that's going to be changeable, because I'm going to book it for November, but I'm actually hoping to change it to January. And that's all, again, dependent on the visa going through, so hopefully that will be approved as well. When was the last stream? September 25th, hey? Been a bit of a while. Not too long, but it's not too bad. It's that like a couple weeks? I don't know. Oh, it's not even too bad. It's not even 2 weeks. Look at that. Like one, almost 2 weeks, but not quite. Okay, I feel better about that. I kind of was worried I'd been too long, but 2 weeks is not insane. It is October now, though. And I don't know, I'm using Kayak and some other websites, and usually I do them on my phone, and I'm kind of doing them both on my phone and on my computer today, and some of them just aren't working on my computer. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I have to go back to my phone to make this work? So that's kind of annoying and weird, but what can you do? So I guess that's where we're at. Oh yeah, I don't want this up in here. Definitely want that up in there. I'm also watching this, someone posted in the Discord this cool video about this model who's been working for like 50 years. And she's beautiful with this gorgeous like white hair, and I'm just like, ah, it's such a good video. So that's really cool. Okay, we got a little bit of music, that's good. Yeah, flights. Oh lordy, flights. I need to post my... What is going on over there? Oh my goodness. Alright, that's good. Let's open this up. Yes. Okay, we also have a Kickstarter that's live. So I've been working in combination with some small brands trying to get a publishing company kind of up and running. And so we have one. Our first product is launching on Kickstarter. Our first company we're working with, our first collaboration. It's all happening. It's live right now. I'm going to post the link, and yeah, I'm super excited. Facebook, can I just function with myself? That would be cool. Oh, of course, all my results have expired. Let's refresh all these flight pages. Oh my god, we just watched Hocus Pocus 2 and it was so bad. Don't even watch it. It was not good. I had high hopes. The original was like fun and like campy. The sequel was terrible. It was just atrocious. So that's my Halloween warning for you. Don't watch the new Hocus Pocus because it's bad. And if you see reviews that say it's not bad, they're lying because I'm sure Disney paid people off because it's not good. Hey, Study Stream Ken. Thank you. In general, I kind of gradate between like shades of pink in general. So I just had it done today, so it's very bright. And then over the next couple months, it'll fade again out to more of a blonde, and it'll just kind of go through that cycle. And I'll dye it again, and it'll kind of go through the ways. We all stand Hocus Pocus. We all stand the original. The sequel was absolute shit, and there were Roombas involved at one point. They were the only funny moments. They were also the best characters in the movie. And then the only like emotional development was by the fucking book. So yeah, it was bad. All the main actors, they got them back, but they felt like they were phoning it in. Like it was like so clear they were there for the money because it was clear they didn't care about their roles, or the directing was like pushing them way too hard to be exactly the way they were previously, and it was just stiff and awkward and unfunny. So I was disappointed. But what can you do? Yeah, the original is the only one you've seen. Yeah, the new one's brand new. It was just released on Disney Plus pretty recently, and yeah, can't recommend it. What have you been up to? Oh god, what's happening here? We have to spell things correctly. There we go, Study Stream Ken. Shut up. Well, they got the original actors back. Like, they got all 3 of the main actors back, like Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker, and I don't know the name of the 3rd one. They got them back. But it felt like a cash grab. It felt like they were phoning it in. It felt like they were trying to recreate characters they created like 30 years ago. And it didn't work. It was just awkward, unfunny, and like they're all better actors than that. Like, they're good actors. It did not feel like good actors. Yeah, it was disappointing. Let's put it that way. Oh, my computer's trying to make a fan noise too. That's annoying. I have like way too many tabs open. I'm like, where did this come from? Why is this so much? Like, this is a 15-hour flight, but it starts in Vancouver, not in Victoria. So I opened this way earlier in my search, back before I realized that the prices were relatively similar between Victoria and Vancouver, and that it was definitely worth it to start from Victoria, so I don't have to take the fucking ferry or a whole extra seaplane. So let's just close that right now. We're just not going to deal with that. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, that's such a great moment, because like, it'd be funny if they replaced it with your drag queens. They had a fucking the movie should have been good. They had a scene where the Sanderson sisters entered a costume contest, and there were like drag queens in the costume contest. So like, they like had this potential, and it just wasn't funny. It's so sad. Moving. Oh no. Moving all my windows around here. There we go. Let's post the new Discord project that we're collaborating with on the Discord, or the Kickstarter project that we're collaborating with. I'm honestly just gonna spam my own Discord with this. There we go. Post it in a couple places. And let's post it. Let's post it somewhere on Twitch. What is happening here? Chat? There we go, back to chat. You honestly love drag fashion shows. They're always fun. Agreed. Absolutely right. Yes. Alright, so let's post that there. And then hopefully that link works. Nope, it totally, absolutely does not. So that's cool. Have I just been posting this all over and the link doesn't even fucking work? That's really fucking frustrating. Thanks, copy paste, for not fucking copy pasting. I love that. Oh, lordy. Alright, let's put the correct link in and fix this. Why would you do this? You didn't even take away anything important. I don't. Oh, it's supposed to say project or something. Stupid. Oh, fucking dumb. Projects. It has one more word in here. Wow, that's garbage. Oh, and also they just like killed half the letters. I love that. You try to fucking promote something and the internet just kills it for you. There we go. That's the correct one. That's an actual link. Jesus fuck. Alright, so this was a joint project and it's live now and everyone should go check it out. And even if it's not something you would buy for yourself, give it a Kickstarter like if you have a Kickstarter account, and consider buying it as a gift for someone who might appreciate it. Oh yeah, I wanted to add it to the Twitch section somewhere. Where's my news section? Yeah. Oh fuck, PowerPoint karaoke. I wanted to do that before I moved, but it might happen after I move. It might happen in November. Okay, I think that's everywhere. I posted it on Discord and on Twitch, and I think we're good. Okay, let's buy some fucking flights. Okay, what have I got here? Return ticket. I don't want a return ticket. There's so much variation in these things. Like between 15 hours and like 50 hours. And I'm like, well, I do not want a 50-hour flight. Like, I would much rather pay an extra $100 or $200 to avoid that. And it doesn't require $200 usually. So, like, let's not do that. Let's just get rid of those from the search right away. What's wrong with YVR though? I need YYJ. Why are these not saved? YYJ, there we go. Why is that one saved? That one's garbage. You've been to about a lot of black community drag fashion shows. The drag queens do it more for love of fashion at drag shows instead of the money, so they have more fun. Ah, yes. Translates to a wild show with queens walking with more attitude, really feeling the moment, and the crowd loves it. Yes! Oh my god, so much fun, right? Like, just absolutely... Like, when the crowd is just feeling it and everyone's just going wild. Oh my god. It was amazing. Why did I pick like the busiest goddamn week for some reason? That's so stupid and weird. Okay, one carry on, one checked. Any stops. Let's go. Hey, Maruxy, how's it going? What are you up to today? I think I'm gonna need to get some snack to eat here. Okay, what have I got here? So YYJ it is. Okay, these are good prices. How long are these flights? 20 hours, that's not too bad. I don't want Ryanair because they're not going to let me take all of my luggage, and I have a lot of luggage. But that looks good. Okay, let's write some notes here. Because the problem is once I buy the first flight, then I have to buy the second goddamn flight. Ugh. You can book a flight if you want. Do you do kind of travel and stuff? Oh, stretch my wrist. Yes, good idea. Everyone, if you've been sitting at the computer for a while, give your wrists a rotate and a stretch and let them relax. Hocus Pocus just feels like it would fit so well with that theme. Agreed, it should. Rocky Horror is also a movie they could draw from in October. That's super relevant. Exactly, like Rocky Horror is like so big in October. I actually haven't been to a live like Rocky Horror like movie showing in a long time, but not a long time, a couple years. But I always have a good time with those. Those are always full of the best people and everyone just has so much fun. You bring all the props and oh my god, I love it. Okay, 6:22. This is a 20-hour flight, and it's through Portugal Air, TAP Air Portugal. I don't want the one that's through Ryanair. It's gonna kill me on luggage fees. But 20 hours is absolutely fine. 24 hours is like kind of my max, and then okay, there's no point going for the one that's slightly, that's the same price but slightly longer. That's stupid. Let's not do that. Okay, we got one nice one there. Look at that one up a little bit more. You have to go to the Rocky Horror showing in October. The audience loved the props and everyone's in drag, right? Oh my god, exactly, 100%. But beware, people are wearing very little clothes on their costumes. And be prepared to see some stuff. Yes! Oh my god, no, I'm so mad. I'm kind of like, I don't know if where I'll be for Halloween will have one or not, but it's one of those things I always love going to with a good group of people. It's just always fun. Okay, Victoria to Toronto to Lisbon to Italy. That's fine. And 62% cheaper than the average for this route. That actually seems good. What are the changeability restrictions? Because I need to be able to change it. No services included, flexible or premium. Okay, so if you go for flexible, it jumps up to $715. And if you go for cancellation, no cancellation cost, it jumps up to $932, which seems pretty steep. Considering I don't necessarily want to cancel it, I just want to be able to move it. Okay, so let's say flexible. Cancellation. Can I open this one up in the computer because it wouldn't let me open the other one up, but maybe this one it will. It wouldn't let me open up anything in Air Portugal in the computer. For some reason it kept glitching out. But this one's actually through a different company, so maybe it will open in the computer. Who knows? It's not showing up for some reason. Why are you not showing up? That can go away first of all. Search again. This website is like so into tabs. Like I'm into tabs. I open everything in a tab half the time anyways, but this website literally refuses to open anything in the same tab. I'm like, that's actually kind of annoying. Why are you doing that? Okay, terms and conditions. What are your terms and conditions? Yeah, any group of friends that are fun and okay with the whole Rocky Horror vibe. Oh my god, I haven't watched Rocky Horror yet this season. I'm gonna have to add it to my list because I feel like it's one of those ones that I feel like I've watched so many times that I just forget about. But like, yeah, like I probably haven't seen that movie in over a year, so like it should be on my Halloween list. Add it right now. Where's my to-do list? How many to-do lists do I have is a better question. Okay, what are the rules? This is from eDreams. Okay, eDreams, what do you have to say about changes? You are a Spain company. Cool. Okay, you have to choose your flexibility when you book the ticket. You can't change it after. Fair, because that's the price you're paying. Premium fare may not be applicable to some airline tickets if they're sold through third parties, which is like pretty much anything because I'm not going to Spain. Okay, flexible dates, 24 hours, must be changed before 24 hours before, which is standard. That's fine. That won't be an issue. For any reason, if you cannot make your original flight. Okay. They will reimburse either the original ticket or the rebooked ticket, whichever is the lesser. That makes sense. They're not going to pay more than what you already paid them. Okay, got it. Yeah, most likely the male costume will be at least shirtless, which you're comfortable with, but some friends aren't. Rocky Horror is on your watch list too. Yes, right. Oh my god, what else is on your Halloween watch list? Tell me, give me all the recommendations. No later than 24 hours. Includes luggage and seats included in the original booking. The cost of the premium fare. And the insurance premiums. No, it does not include the cost of the premium fare or the insurance premiums. Can only be used once. There's only one traveler, so that's fine. And must rebook through the same company. Okay. Yeah, okay, so cancel for any reason guarantee is minus a 20% charge. Yeah, they don't require any documentation, but they take 20%, so it's not really a cancel guarantee. It's, yeah, that's not really the same thing. Harry Potter 1 to 7. See, for me, I can only handle watching like some of the Harry Potter movies because some of them just get boring to me. And I loved the books. Like, I definitely read all the books and I love them. But yeah, I don't know, like the first couple of movies are fun, and then like, I don't know, the last ones start to get a little bit drudgy for me. Yeah, plus I'm like so not into supporting J.K. Rowling right now, but like, I don't know. Such a mess right now. But yeah, Harry Potter is good. I do agree it's good. Okay, so there's no point paying an extra like $200, $300 for the cancellation fee if they charge you 20% anyways. 20% fee. When I'm planning on rebooking and not canceling anyways. Okay. Right. This is a 20-hour flight, correct? Okay. 4-hour layover and a 1-hour layover. That's not bad. Victoria, Toronto, Toronto, Lisbon, Lisbon, Rome. Not too shabby. Okay, that one's the winner so far, actually, honestly. Halloween Town! Oh my god, I fucking love Halloween Town. That was one of those things that I'd seen like, you know, like when you see things and you're young and it kind of like is in the back of your brain and then you re-find it later when you're older and you're like, oh my god, I've seen this before. And you're like, oh, I know this, and I love this. And you're like, yes! And it just like hits all those nostalgia points. That's Halloween Town for me. Oh my god, I'm in all these languages because I'm trying to communicate with some of the people I know from France who also maybe are Italian or like are from Italy or like are in Italy and that kind of stuff. And it's like, oh my god, what language am I speaking in now? And I don't really speak French or Italian fluently. So it's like, ah. Translate, please. Oh, great. Oh, this is really good. This is someone who like, this is someone who's like an adult. So like that if I ask them for like, do you know anyone who's renting an apartment or a room? And they're like, oh, I'll have a look around and ask. And I'm like, thank you. Because everyone I've asked so far is like, I don't know anyone. And I'm like, yeah, I know you're a student. Like, you know, you're in your 20s. Like no one knows anyone else who's renting anything at that age. So it's fair. Unless like you're literally looking for a roommate at just the right moment. You don't know. You've never watched Nightmare Before Christmas, or you just haven't watched it this year? I need to know. I need to know. Jack Skellington has cool aesthetics. He just looks so interesting. Nope, you've never seen it? Okay, alright, prepare yourself. I don't want to hype it up too much so that you like get disappointed when you watch it, but it's like solid. It's good. The music's great. The characterizations are good. The acting's good. It's just fun. It's campy, but it's a cartoon. So like it's stop motion. So like it's supposed to be like for kids. It's fun. So it's not like a serious drama, and it's like it's not going to do anything that in today's world is going to be like original or groundbreaking for you, but it's good. It's just a solid story and a solid like it just has real heart to it. It's so worth it. I highly recommend it. It is also 100% a Halloween movie, not a Christmas movie. Thank you. And enjoy. Just like go into it being like, this is going to be a fun experience. And it is. It's going to be really good. Yeah, also, like, be prepared to love the music. It has such great music. It's like an original soundtrack with Danny Elfman working with Tim Burton, like, on, like, and when those two are together, it's always something good. And it's perfect. It's wonderful. And all the music is sung by Danny, like, all Jack Skellington's parts are sung by Danny Elfman. He doesn't do, like, the voice of Jack Skellington, but he does the singing parts, which is brilliant. It's so good. You're also gonna rewatch Twilight, but it's not scary. Yeah, fair, exactly. Definitely like vampires in the right theme, though. I can feel that. I'm not okay. So I do really see. One of the biggest things about translating things into another language is understanding how to simplify your sentence. So right now I'm trying to say, I'm not too picky which city I'm in, because they're asking which cities are you interested in. I said Rome and Milan and then the south. And I want to say I'm not too picky about which city in the south. But like that's a complex phrase. And I'm like, I can't say that. That's not going to translate well. So what can I say that like means the same thing but is simplified? And that's a fucking skill that people don't understand when they haven't really tried to learn a second language. And oh my goodness, like that's honestly most of it is being able to simplify your fucking language so that someone who doesn't speak your language well can fucking understand you instead of saying all the complex words. It's not about saying it slower and louder, it's about saying it more simply. Little Shop of Horrors. I haven't seen that in forever. Gremlins, same, kind of good old school classics. You've got all the good recommendations. Oh my god, these are movies like I wouldn't have just thought of in my brain. I'm gonna write them down. Also, I think I have one friend back in BC who really loves Little Shop of Horrors, so that one will actually probably go down well. With the fur baby thing? Yeah, Gremlins is like a I haven't seen it in years, but I remember the basic plot because it's parodied everywhere. And like, what a fucking bizarre plot. Like, oh my god. How fucking random. Where is fine? That's better. N'importe où est bien. Anywhere is fine. I think that's pretty much what I mean to say. That's a bit more simple. Copy. Yeah, anywhere in the south of Italy is fine. I don't think I have any restrictions on that, honestly. In the north, I'm pretty picky because I don't want to be in some random town where it also gets cold. But in the south, honestly, for a month or two, I don't give a shit. Something cheap. Bien. I guess maybe for a good price. Let's say for a good price. Pour un bon prix. C'est simple. I don't want to say that though, because I don't want to imply that like I'm really looking for something cheap, because I'm not. For a good place, let's say, for a nice place. Bel endroit, je ne sais pas, c'est le correctement. For a nice. Maybe something like anywhere nice would be fine. Anywhere nice would be fine. Does that translate easily? N'importe où, ce serait bien. That feels like a good sentence. Sometimes you can just tell, you're like, ah, that's a sentence I would hear someone say. I'm gonna say that sentence. Excellent. Yeah, never get them wet, right? Stripe. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is like flashbacks. I haven't seen that in forever. Like probably since I was a kid. And it's funny too how horror movies that like at one point would absolutely have been billed like too scary for children, like 20 years later are like, yeah, kids just watch these for Halloween, like no worries. And it's like like this was not like for kids when it came out and stuff. I don't know about that one, but I remember some of those movies where they're really old and it's like, I feel like this was like originally scarier and not for kids, and then it's like you watch it as a kid and you're like, that was a little bit terrifying. The Batman movies? Yes, I can feel that. Okay, what's the difference between this flight and the other flight? Prices of ignore expired. Refresh. Thank you. Okay, why am I getting $622 on my phone and I'm getting $720 on my computer? Good lord, I hate buying flights. I fucking hate buying flights. So frustrating. Okay. Victoria to Arona. This is the same flight. God, I wish airlines weren't so fucking, like, absurdly weird with pricing and shit. Like, I'm looking at the exact same deal on 2 different websites right now, and one of them is $100 more for no reason. Probably just because I've looked it up before on, like, one of these. You know what I mean? Ew. So gross. Okay, that one's $654, which is a different price entirely. It's still 20 hours. I think it's probably the exact same fucking flight. The same dates. Yup. And so I've got a third price now. That one's Air Portugal, though. Yeah, $654 is Air Portugal, so same flight. $654, Portugal. What is this? This is the same flight, but it's $700. Why? Oh my god, why did they make this so fucking complicated? Okay, that one's 23 hours, so I'd much rather have the 20-hour flight. Which is now $780. That's a different date, though, to be fair. That's a different date. That's this one. I already wrote that one down. That one is... Let's write the dates. Where's this one? Okay, so that one's more expensive on a different date. That's fair, actually. Oh my god, I forgot. I bought like chips and jalapeno dip, and I'm gonna go grab some of that right now because I absolutely need some chips in order to like motivate myself through this nightmare. Fuck, this is so dumb. Not even dumb, it's just like frustrating and time consuming. Chip time. Oh no, I've got the hiccups. Oh no, I only had like 2 glasses of this wine. That's not fair at all. God damn. Chip time. It's a vibe. It's true. Freaks and Geeks had a Halloween episode. Oh, how random. Now I'll have to look it up. Okay, I think this is the flight I need to book. I just need to make sure I can change it without being charged exorbitant fucking changeover fees. Stranger Things. I know a couple of people who've been in love with Stranger Things lately, so I've kind of seen it in the background. I've kind of like, I know what happens in all of Stranger Things, but I haven't like actively really watched it. But yeah, if you think you'll like Stranger Things, you will watch it. You'll enjoy it. If that's the exact same page, I can close one of these. Oh, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Yes. Oh my god, Sabrina was so good. 100%. Yes, I watched all of Sabrina. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah, Stranger Things, if you read like the synopses and you're like, yeah, this sounds like something I'd like, you will like it. If you read it, like if you know what it's about and you're like, I don't know if I really care, it probably won't be worth it for you. But if you think you'll like it, you will love it. Because it's well done. But like you have to like, you know, it's all about the 80s and like kids growing up and stuff. And like, so you have to like, you know, if that sounds appealing to you, it's really well done. It's super like, it has this like great like aesthetic and vibe, and it has this great feeling to it about like this kind of time period. It's, yeah, well done. Why have I opened up the same fucking search like 6 times? Go away. Okay, I'm definitely not leaving that early, so there's no point in putting that flight check in because I was going to get myself in trouble. Seriously, like Air Portugal is like 100% being the winner. Ever watched the show My So-Called Life? It's a teen drama. And Jared Leto, when he was a teenager, stars in it? I have not. I've never heard of this. What? Like young Jared Leto? Cool. I'll have to look it up and see what it's all about. Is it like Halloween-y or just like retro? You ran during 94 to 95. Okay, so quite a while. And in 2010 you watched it. Oh, cool. It's a teen drama. Okay, cool. There's a Halloween episode. I love shows when there's like one Halloween episode and you're like, this is such a good episode of the show. It makes the whole show like remembered in my books. Oh fuck, there's a webinar I need to watch. I forgot about that. It's like from an Australian artist. She's a beautiful like fashion illustrator. But she lives in Australia, and so her webinar streamed at like 1 a.m. yesterday, and I'm like... And it's so weird because usually I'm awake at 1 a.m. Like, that's not usually a time that's a problem. But I had an appointment to get my snow tires delivered today, and then I had my hair today. So I'm like, no, I need to go to bed at a normal hour. And so I couldn't watch it, and I was so mad. I was so fucking choked. So I'm gonna watch her webinar later. Oh yeah, okay, so this is a different date. The cheapest price is $710. So that's a 23-hour flight. So this is definitely not a winner. Okay. Write it down just to confirm. Ew, 28 hours? I don't think so. That was only 20 hours. But again, it's over 700, so... Probably not the winner. And that one we already had a 20-hour one for 700. You love teen dramas, yes! You've seen a lot of the 2000s classic teen dramas, but you haven't seen Dawson's Creek or 90210. I know, I feel like it's one of those things where like it's such an influence on the culture, but it's like for me, I just can't watch anything that's really long. Like, if it's just a bunch of episodic episodes that just goes on and on for many, many seasons, there's no way I will ever, ever get through it. I just know myself. I'm like, nope, I will not. I will get bored and I will just never return to this. If it has, like, a really long, like, a plot throughout the season, and it's under, like, honestly, my max for most things is, like, 3 seasons. If something is phenomenal, I will watch up to like 6 seasons, but that's it. Like, oh, fuck that. Anything longer than that is nope. But yeah, I can usually barely make it through 1 to 3 seasons of something unless it's good. But I mean, that's the thing. All those shows in that era, it was episodic because it was just on TV and you caught it when it was on, and they didn't need long plot arcs because then people who missed a week would be confused. Streaming has been such a boon to television. But it started before streaming, because it started like Sopranos era, Mad Men era, kind of that era. But, oh my god, no, I can't even say that, because it could be done right. One of my favorite shows right now is Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine from like the 90s. And it's the perfect blend of episodic plots with a season arc and a fucking entire show arc. Like, it has an arc from the beginning to finish with like multi-season like war plots. And every season has like an ongoing like drama conflict with like a big conflict with like this like other planets. And it's such a perfect example of how each individual episode can be watched in its own right. Like, you don't need to know anything going into any individual episode. But how each episode also builds this ongoing plot. It's phenomenal. Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It was on Netflix. If you are American, I think it's gone. If you're Canadian, it's still on Netflix. If you're elsewhere, I don't know. But Deep Space Nine Star Trek. It's the best Star Trek, I swear to fucking God. So good. It has the best characters. It has excellent plots. It's like honestly ahead of its time, social progressiveness wise. it has one character who, the captain, like, it's set in a space station, not a spaceship, so the captain is, like, the space station leader, but he's black. There's one character who's, like, her alien species changes into different bodies as, like, you know, through different lifetimes. And so she's, like, basically has lived, like, has been a man before and now she's a woman, and, like, she, like, changes throughout, and they don't, like, call it out as, like, a trans kind of character, but, like, it's, like, really interesting, because she'll talk about her past life as being a guy and stuff, and it's so interesting. Plus, there's a whole bunch of, like, they literally have, like, I think, they definitely have a lesbian kiss, and I'm trying to think if they have, like, a gay kiss. I don't remember if they do or not, but they probably, I feel like I don't know if they do or not. But anyways, they definitely have a bunch of progressive stuff, and it's really good. Plus, it's just good. It's just so good. The characters are so much fun. I can't recommend it highly enough. Hey, Tell Us Wind, how's it going? Got an early morning tomorrow. What are you up to tomorrow? I have seen Mad Men. Mad Men's one of those ones where I've watched all of it, but only because I was watching it with someone, because it's exactly the type of show I love, but it's also the type of show where I would put on hold forever and then, like, eventually come back and watch a few more episodes, and then eventually come back and watch a few more episodes, and it would take me forever to get through it. But because I was watching it with someone, I got through all of it pretty quickly, and it still took a long time because it's a long show. These are, like, long episodes. But it's so worth it. Mad Men is so good. If you like characters like Don Draper, it's phenomenal. I know some people who can't handle watching characters like Don Draper, like where they're kind of assholes. And if you hate asshole characters, don't watch it. But if you love asshole characters, it's so good. And he's not even like a real asshole. He's just kind of, he's really balanced, right? But definitely anti-hero type. But yeah, I know some people who hate that kind of character and they can't watch it, but I loved it. I thought it was great. Plus the setting, the costumes. Oh my god, so good. Love Mad Men. Yeah, you put season 6 on hold for 4 years. That's the kind of stuff I do. Oh my god. You have to get to the finale of Mad Men because it ends really well. I will very rarely recommend something that doesn't have a good ending, because being able to end a show is crucial in my books. Like, if you're one of those assholes who will write a show where you're not sure if you're going to be renewed or not, and you don't write a season finale that can go either way, fuck you. Like, fuck you. And sometimes it's fair, because sometimes they get a surprise cancellation where, like, they were 100%, like, they were told they were renewed, they were ready to go into the next season, and then, like, after it airs, they're like, yeah, we're not picking up again. And it's like, what? Like, we ended on a cliffhanger. But a lot of times, showrunners know that they're kind of on the chopping block. And if you fucking don't end your show appropriately for a show finale, I'm mad at you and fuck you. Like, no. But yeah, the ending for Mad Men is brilliant. It ties a whole bunch of plot threads together. It has really good endings for all the individual characters. The finale for Mad Men is worth it. It really is well written. It's well tied together. It's good. I highly recommend watching Mad Men all the way to the end. Because some shows I 100% will recommend, like, only watch this many seasons. Like, you just don't need to watch past there. It doesn't do anything new. It just starts getting boring. Mad Men's worth it. Mm-hmm. Technically, it's your first day at a new job. What is your new job? Oh my god, tell me more. Mad Men is art? Yes. Oh my god, it has so many beautiful shots, beautiful scenes, beautiful writing, great historical references. Love it. Ugh. Good ending is what the audience remembers for years. Yes. Anime can be the best and the worst at that. Yes, 100%. Like, so many animes are like, they'll do one season that, like, matches, like, some of the manga, and it doesn't end at all. Like, it just doesn't end. And then it's like, okay, so are we ever getting another season? And it's like, nope, maybe an OVA? Who the fuck knows? It could happen in 10 years or never. It's like, well, that's cool. Don't know why I bothered to, like, get invested in that then. Oh my god. Like the horrible ending for Game of Thrones. Like, what the shit? I seriously feel like they just got too up in their heads about like, we have to be original. We have to do something no one will expect. And it's like, no, just do something good. Like, it's okay if people predicted it. Just make it good. Like, oh my god. Oh, and some just draw it out forever. Yeah, no, seriously. If you start getting to the point where I'm like, we've covered all of this. Why are we repeating the same plots that were 2 seasons ago? Like, I'm already done. Like, you're lucky if I'm even watching at that point. Sort Out Online. Yeah, love the ideas and the characters. Yeah, Game of Thrones, I can blame, because they had already proven that they were skilled at writing beyond the book, because quite a few seasons they'd been writing their own original material. Like, it was not related to the books anymore for quite a bit, and it was fine. Like, the previous seasons had been good. They'd been great. Like, there'd been good stuff in all those seasons, right up to the last one. And then I seriously think they just got too much, like, they must have done some test screenings where everyone went like, oh yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. And instead of being like, but did you like it? They went, oh no, they predicted it and they changed everything. If you like fashion anime, I recommend Dress Up Darling and Skip Beat. I don't think I've ever heard of Dress Up Darling. Skip Beat I've heard of, but I haven't seen. I'll have to look them up. You watch a lot of anime, though. The one I really like and can recommend for fashion anime is Paradise Kiss. That one's cute. And it's pretty short, too. And it's self-contained. Like, it has an ending. Ha! You've seen every Sword Art Online. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of fashion shows with good endings, can I recommend Ugly Betty? This is such a random show, but it's so worth watching to the end. Like, it has multiple seasons, but it ends so well. It has a phenomenal ending. Every season's a little bit different. Like, they cover kind of some different ground, so they don't get stuck in a trap of like being rehashing the same stuff every season. It does some original things, it does some unique things. The characters are so good. The actors just bring so much heart to their characters. Every single character, even the comedic side characters, who like in the first season are like literally just like jokes, like they're just there to be funny. By the end of the seasons, like by the end of the series, they have had like character arcs and like goals, and like they are going for their dreams, and it's just like, it's such a good show. I highly recommend Ugly Betty. It's worth watching. Plus, it's so much fun because it's basically like, it starts as like a parody version of Devil Wears Prada. Like, it's a TV show based around that same kind of theme, right? Like, you know, like Misfit goes to work in a fashion magazine. But they managed to make it like original and worth watching for multiple seasons. I recommend it. Glee! Glee is good. I don't think I ever... Again, Glee's one of those shows where I will recommend you like the first, I don't know, 2 to 3 seasons. How many seasons was it before like the main cast like basically dipped? And then like I haven't watched anymore because it started to bore me. So Glee I love, but I wouldn't recommend the whole thing. I would recommend the first couple seasons. And it's not because the later seasons are bad. I haven't watched them. I don't know if they're good or bad. But it started to bore me. But I did really like the first couple seasons of Glee. Season 3 was pretty cool. See, I've seen Sword Art Online the first season and maybe the second season. I don't know if I've seen the second season or not. So like maybe I started it. Fashion, but mostly teen fashion or teen drama. Ugly Betty looks good. Men's fashion is hard. Yeah. Always meant to watch it. Honestly, it's one of those ones where it's one of those things where it's hard to like remember because it's a bit older now. But if you can start watching it, if it hooks you, especially after the first season, like once you realize that like they've settled into these roles as more of stereotypes and more of like real characters, it's so worth it. A lot of men's clothing is designed with little to no care in the cut or design. 100%. Yes. Yep. I mean, to be fair, that's a lot of low to mid-market women's fashion too, right? They're just like churning out things to match trends, and they don't really care if it is actually flattering or actually like fits properly, as long as it kind of looks like whatever's on trend. But yeah, men's fashion definitely needs a renaissance right now. Thank God there's a bunch of celebrities and fashion designers kind of trying to push the boundaries of men's fashion, but it's so hard. It's such a conservative market. Know about Glee. The early seasons are classics. Yes. Oh my God. Like, Glee has a couple episodes I'll rewatch. Like, kind of some of the holiday episodes for Glee. I really like, there's a couple songs in Glee I'll just re-listen to. I really like the version of Sway that's performed at the wedding. I really like the version of, there's a couple songs about New York in the New York episode that I really love. Like, I think Empire State of Mind, and there's another New York song that's really good. Oh my God, the Santana duet, that it's like a mashup of it's a mashup of Adele and someone else. Oh my, that's like one of my favorite versions of that fucking song. What the fuck is the name of the song? Adele. It's like Someone Like You, and it's a mashup, but it's, oh my God, it's one of my favorite versions. Ugh. Mad Men character, my favorite, definitely like Joan or Don Draper. I really love Joan's character arc in Mad Men. Like the way she goes from being this like kind of not like, her character is never like silly or frivolous. Like, she's very smart from the get-go, Joan Holloway. But she goes from being this kind of like assumed to be silly character. Like, all the men just assume she's a silly secretary. And then by the end of the show, she's running her own agency. And it's just like, yes, like she builds and grows and just has this phenomenal character arc. And Mad Men's great for that because all the characters do that. Have I seen Gossip Girl? Yes. Again, Gossip Girl is one of those shows I can only recommend like the first maybe 2 to 3 seasons, because it started just getting away from itself, and I can tell you the exact moment when I stopped watching Gossip Girl, actually. When Blair started dating Dan, I went, ew, no. And I went, I'm not watching this anymore. And that was it. I just couldn't do it. I'm like, I cannot absolutely believe this from these characters. Like, this is not accurate characterization anymore. And I'm done. Like, I'm out. So that was it for me. I think that was like in the, I want to say 3rd season, but it might have been before that. Santana is such a great singer. Oh my God. Like, I was so mad that she didn't get more credit for that, because she's like my favorite. Mean Girls has a Halloween party scene. Mean Girls has a phenomenal Halloween party scene. Also, if you like things like Mean Girls, go watch Do Revenge on Netflix, because it's about teen drama. It's about high school girls taking revenge on people. It's super campy. I think it's going to become a cult classic. It's campy. It's fun. It has beautiful costumes. It's teenagers being teenagers and doing drama. Do Revenge. It's on Netflix. It's new. It's so good. It's what my Halloween costume is going to be, presuming I can find a capelet and a beret. This is so cute. But yes, Mean Girls Halloween scene is classic. In Girl World. Yeah, Don was a cool character. I wish they played more on his intelligence than his playboy mannerism. I agree, because Don has this like brilliant intelligence to him, like this really smart kind of insightfulness. And then sometimes he just like devolves into this like character of himself. And I think the point, like, I think it was well written, because I think the point is that, you know, he has all this huge trauma, which the show's really good about dealing with and like bringing up and trying to like show. And like he kind of, as a character, like as a person, like ends up defaulting to this like behavior where he's kind of fucking himself over, but he can't stop, right? Like he's kind of like, he doesn't know what else to do. That's how he deals with things. And I thought it was well done. But I agree, like, it would have been nice to see more of, like, the actual intelligence and, like, a little bit more self-awareness, especially in terms of his relationships. Like, when you're just, like, kind of jumping from, you know, like, especially with Megan, I felt like there was not a lot of self-awareness in how his relationship with Megan ended. And it's like, really, like, Dawn, you can't see the pattern by this point? Like, it's your whole life at this point. You can't see the pattern here? That kind of stuff. But then again, a lot of human beings don't see those patterns when you're in them. Oh, it takes someone from the outside to call it out. I'm Chuck Bass. Yes, Chuck Bass is like 100% my favorite character from Gossip Girl. Oh my god. Him and Blair. Obviously Blair. Jenny too, obviously. Oh, I love fucking everyone from Gossip Girl. I'm like, also this, also that. Chuck, Blair, Jenny. Fucking perfection trio. Love them. Also, I felt like they kind of like... Chuck was another character who I felt like they fucked with the characters. Chuck, Blair, and Jenny. I felt like they fucked with all three of their characters, not to mention everyone else's characters, but Blair should never have been dating Dan. Like, that was garbage. Chuck should never have been doing half the shit he did, like, from season 3 onward. Like, it's like, wait, what is his character even about anymore? And then Jenny also started to get fucking stupid. Like, this is not a dumb character. This is a smart character. Like, she's been going to this good school. She's not stupid. She has, like, she's smart. She's intelligent and ambitious. So why is she fucking up her life? Why is she ruining her life? I got so mad. First and fourth seasons of the OC. Oh, okay. I like it when people can give, like, specific recommendations instead of just, like, watch this whole show. I'm like, this whole show is 300 episodes. Like, no. But it's like, this season's really good and this other season's really good. Then it's like, okay, I started to, like, trust you a little bit more here because you're, like, able to, like, pick and choose what are the better parts. Halloween, you're going easy this year? Me too. Oh my god, I'm trying to keep it easy because I already have, like, a cute mint pleated skirt. So I'm like, I need a cape and a beret. Cape and a beret. If I can find a cape. And Walmart has berets. At least they're supposed to. I'm going to have to check in person. Cape's going to be the hardest part. But if I can find that, I'm like, this costume is done. Kid is going to be Angry Hulk. And the girlfriend's Black Widow. Ah, yes. It's too hard to make an Iron Man suit. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, Tony Stark's easy though. I've done Tony Stark. You just get like a suit, wear your tie a little low, and put like an arc reactor on your chest. Done. Do your beard, like your goatee. Fucking done. Like, Tony Stark's phenomenal. And especially in a group, you'll be good. But yeah, just make sure you have one of the light up arc reactors and you'll be 100%. Everyone will know. Mm-hmm. And you can buy those like online or in toy stores and yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gossip Girl got boring in the later seasons. Yeah, because they just got like weirdly like repetitive and it's like, oh wait, Serena's dating Dan again? Like, I don't even know if that's accurate, but I feel like it is. Like, I feel like they just kept looping the same plots over and over again. It's like, yeah, we already tried this and it didn't work the first time. Can we fucking not? And then the ending on that was stupid. Like, spoiler alert, Dan is Gossip Girl. Like, are you kidding me? That's dumb as shit. Like, fuck you. Ew. I've seen this written somewhere else, but like, Blair's maid, is it Derrida? That's not the right name. Whatever Blair's name was, it should have been Gossip Girl, and I 100% agree with that. That would have been the correct choice. Yeah, sometimes people do stupid things because they're too caught up in the moment to think clearly. Agreed. Yeah, we put blinders on our own intelligence and experience. Uh-huh. Yeah, mine is the arc reactor you're set. Yeah, honestly, toy stores have those. Like, it's... I mean, if they don't, go on Amazon. You can 100% get one delivered before Halloween on Amazon for cheap, too, right? Because, I don't know, toy stores had them a while ago, but, like, I did my Iron Man costume probably, like, I don't know, 5 years ago now. So I don't know if they still have them, but if it's still trending. I did both. I've done female Tony Stark and I've done male Tony Stark with like the beard and everything. Why can't I remember her name? Fuck, I feel like I should know that name of the maid. God damn it. I thought about doing a gender bend on Wanda because the coat is fire, 100%. Don't do well with seeing yourself in costume. Rely on others to tell, like, hey, you should try this. Yeah, I would lol with the beard. Could see that. Yeah, no, I do a fucking great Iron Man. Just saying. Fucking, I love that costume so hard. Oh. Also, especially if you're trying to do something easy, trying to do Wanda with the coat is like, now you have to find or buy or make that coat, and now you don't have an easy costume anymore. But Wanda's amazing, so. Also, has anyone seen the new She-Hulk TV show? I'm only like a couple episodes in, but it's really good so far. I'm quite enjoying it. It's fun, it's easy, it's light, the episodes aren't too long, and Jamila Jamil is supposed to be in it after a couple episodes, so I'm excited for her because I love her. So. You're told you're not white enough to be Hawkeye, but Tony Stark is okay. I mean, I disagree with anyone who says you're not the right, like, race/color to be anyone character, right? Because, like, would you tell a black person they can't cosplay a white character? Fuck, no you wouldn't. Like, chill the fuck out. Let people cosplay who they want to cosplay. Like, as long as they're not doing blackface or something, like, just, it's a character. Like, let them be the character. Do what you want. Go for it. Have you seen One Tree Hill? I have not. But you can recommend the first 2 seasons. Yeah, the biggest thing for me is anything that is solely about repetitive drama bores me. So if it's literally just teenagers being teenagers, I need something else. Like Gossip Girl's fine because it's like super like wealthy, like rich, spoiled people. Also, if there's money involved, it bumps it up a huge amount for me. Which is why I'm actually surprised I never got into the OC, because I feel like that had a lot of like flair to it. But yeah, it has to have some sort of interesting thing. I have one friend who basically only watches like teen dramas with a supernatural element, and I'm not like, it doesn't need to be that crazy for me, but in fact, that usually turns me off again, because then they make it too much about, it becomes like all analogy. Like, it's like, oh, this is the supernatural problem, but really it's actually this other real world problem, and it just drives me nuts. It's like, just deal with the real world problem. But then I get bored if it's only real world problems that are rehashed every episode. Oh, I do want to watch, what's the one that's been really trending lately? It's like, it has really good aesthetics. It's been trending on TikTok aesthetic-wise. I don't know, this might be a couple months ago. I think it starts with an E? Why do I think it starts with an E? Skins is probably one of the most stylish teen dramas. They have a US and a UK version. Ah. Yeah, you need the story behind the drama. Otherwise, it's just BS. Like, I need to know where these characters are going in their lives, why they're interesting and not just random teenagers picked off the street kind of thing. And something a little bit aspirational helps. If they're stylish, if they're glamorous, if they're like wealthy or act like they're wealthy, like that's fine. You haven't seen Supernatural. So I've watched a couple episodes of Supernatural, but again, that's one of those shows that was way too long from the get-go for me to ever get into, because I'm like, Euphoria. Yes, Euphoria. I'm never watching this many seasons of anything, let alone like kind of a monster of the week type of show like Supernatural. And I know a lot about Supernatural because it's been such a big fandom for so long. So like I've even read a bunch of fanfics about Supernatural, but like no, for me, I've never really watched it. But I definitely do mean like Supernatural, like teen dramas in the sense of like any teen show that has a supernatural element to it. But also Supernatural. My friend I was talking about in particular, also likes Supernatural. But she wasn't a huge like love fan of Supernatural. But I do know other people who are insane fans of Supernatural. So Supernatural's, again, it's one of those things I would recommend if you think you're gonna love it and you do like that kind of long running, little bit supernatural kind of like monster of the week kind of, but also like big plot arcs. Like I think they saved the world multiple times, like Buffy, right? You'll love it if you think you're gonna love it. If you're like me and you're like, that's too much of anything, don't even bother. Yeah, Euphoria is the one I've been wanting to watch. That one's kind of on my list. But again, I think it just kind of toes that line of being like almost excessive in the terms of like what real teenagers actually are like, and like just kind of takes it one step too far, which makes it fun for TV. Yeah, the clash of wills in the aftermath of bad choices. That's always trending. Yeah, you need the purpose, monster of the week. True Blood, I thought I was going to like. I had someone recommend that to me highly. I fucking hated it. I think I got like 1 or 2 episodes in and I'm like, everyone in this show is fucking stupid, and I stopped watching. I also can't handle anything where everyone's stupid. I really like intelligent characters, and I need them to be fucking intelligent, and not just where the show is intelligent and then they act fucking like idiots. They have to actually be intelligent in the show, right? Show don't tell, right? If you just tell me they're smart and then they act like a fucking idiot, I'm like done. You dropped it after 2 episodes, right? I've also heard that it did get better if you kept watching, but after a certain point, like, if this is your character, like, and you're gonna do a 180 on them, like, why didn't you just fucking start better? Because, like, there's some shows where, like, 100%, like, even something like Community, like, honestly, the entire first season is them kind of, like, settling into their characters, and I can see why people, like, really hated the first season of Community. But then it gets really good, like, honestly, like, halfway through that first season, it's great, and then it just continues getting better for quite a while. And then it kind of, like, after a couple seasons of that, it kind of, like, degrades again, too, and I don't think I've even finished it. But, yeah, it's, like, definitely those mid-seasons are fucking top-tier gold. And it has so many rewatchable episodes. Like, I will 100% rewatch, like, the holiday episodes, the paintball episodes, like, Christmas episodes, like, Halloween. Oh my god, like, fucking Community has really rewatchable episodes. You like True Blood's take on the supernatural effect of vampire attraction. What was that? Magnitude. Aye, pop, pop. The Dinner with Andre episode. I still haven't seen the movie Dinner with Andre, even though I've seen that episode and gone, I should watch that movie. And I have it on my computer, but I haven't fucking watched it yet. So I should really watch that movie. Is it good? I assume it's good if the writers who wrote that episode wrote it into the show so hard, they must have really loved it. And I, in general, really like good screenwriting, and I like good character-driven screenwriting. And a movie that's with that sort of premise is only about character development. So it's something I feel like would really appeal to me, but I just haven't watched it yet. Need your movie watch list. I should post my Halloween movie watch list because I have some great, like, witchy movies. Basically along the lines that vampire blood and receiving a bite from a vampire is almost like a drug. That's right. I think that was one of the other things that kind of like, I felt like they didn't handle very well, because the idea of vampire blood being kind of like a drug is cool and novel and original and like interesting. There's lots you could do with that. But I felt like it started to get too allegorical in a silly way. I really, really hate drug allegories where the allegory boils down to X thing is an allegory for drugs and it's going to kill this person. But in real life, one or the other doesn't actually kill. Like either the drug isn't deadly or the thing in the allegory isn't deadly. And it just, or like, not even deadly, but like as extreme. And like they're just like on two totally separate levels. And yet the show is treating them narratively as if they're the same. And it's like, no, like you've established that there's no, and this is probably isn't true for True Blood, but like as an example, like you've established that there's no addiction to blood in your universe. So why would that be equivalent to like a drug addiction? Or vice versa. Like you've established that like vampire blood can kill you if you like take too much in one night, but like weed doesn't do that. So why are you treating them equivalently? And it's just, it really starts to drive me nuts when, and I don't even, I watched True Blood so long ago. I don't even remember if that's a thing True Blood did, but I have a feeling it got a little bit allegorical with its fucking drug blood. And I have a feeling that was one. And if I'm totally wrong, let me know and be like, oh no, it really didn't do that at all. Like you're thinking of something else. And I'll be like, okay, yeah, sure I am. But that just popped into my head and I have a feeling that was one of the things I didn't like about it. I have a huge problem with bad drug allegories. My Halloween movie list, the top of my Halloween movie list, is the movie The Love Witch. It's like my favorite fucking Halloween witchy movie. It's so good. Oh my god. There's so many things I love about it. It's just, it's kind of made to look like a 70s movie. And it's like beautiful stylistically. But then there's a couple like surprising points in the movie. Like you have to really watch it. It's good. And also it's one of those movies that can kind of, I love it when they toe the line both ways. When you can read something two ways. And the other one that pops into my mind is The OA. If you haven't seen the TV show The OA, this didn't get a good ending because they kind of got canceled when they expected to get renewed. But this one I can kind of like deal with them for, because this was one of those situations where they were planning on being renewed and then they got told they were canceled like kind of after the fact. But the first two seasons of The OA are absolutely worth watching. The first season in particular, the second season, if you hate things that don't have an ending, don't watch the second season. Just watch the first season of The OA. But I liked both seasons. But the first season's like a winner and is a little bit more standalone kind of thing. And again, it's that whole, it can be read two ways. It could be about, oh, the other one is Neon Demon. And that's a good Halloween one. Neon Demon is a good Halloween movie. Oh, watch that one for Halloween. If you like stylistic, fashion-y kind of horror movies. So in terms of movies or TV shows that can be read two ways, either did they kill the people or were they just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time? Like, did this really happen or is it just in their heads? Is this real supernatural or is it kind of their way of telling a story about some trauma that happened to them? Like, I love it when something can be played on both levels. And all three of those things I just recommended can be played on both levels. So if you like that kind of psychological, kind of like thriller / drama / intrigue with a little bit of like thriller, like kind of like a bit of a kind of danger vibe, Neon Demon and what was the other one? The Love Witch are both kind of more death is involved. Whereas the OA is less about death and more about trauma, but also really good.
But if anyone has any recommendations for things like that, where it can kind of toe the line either way, it's like they're telling the story, but is it an unreliable narrator? Like, are they saying they're the good guy, but actually they did murder people? Or are they saying they don't know what happened and actually they're true? Like, maybe all these things conspired against them. The Evil Dead. Yeah, that's old school classic. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched that just because I have friends who like fucking love those movies. But yeah, those are just fun, campy Halloween movies. 100%, like, kind of like, we're gonna kill some zombies now. Like, alright, let's go. Pull up my Halloween movie list since we're on it. The Goosebumps books were some of your favorites? Okay. Tell me if you remember the Goosebumps book. It's my favorite. Where it's not even like a particularly scary one. Where the guy ends up in a science lab with like this egg kind of creature. And then like the egg creature like is actually super like friendly and like helps keep him warm. And it's like surprisingly like nice. And that's my favorite Goosebumps book. Because it's just so cute and unexpected. But also like the old school Goosebumps TV show and the old school like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Those shows are fun, campy, kind of Halloween-y rewatch shows. Because like they're so like kids horror kind of TV, but like, oh my god, they're fun. I think my favorite Goosebumps episode was the one where there's like a plant basement or something, and then like the dad is like becoming a plant or something. I seem to remember that. There's like green light in that episode. Oh, the potato one! Oh my god, what am I even talking about? There's an episode with like a sponge and it becomes like a science project at the end of the episode. And it's just like this evil little sponge that they play music. Oh my god, I fucking love that episode. That's so cute. Oh, I like all the cute episodes. Fuck, that was a good episode. American Psycho, good choice, good choice. And also, exactly, good choice in terms of like movies where it can be played either way. Like, is he a fucking murderer or is it just in his head? Like, who the fuck knows? Love that choice, yes. What's the other one? I'm trying to think. There's like a comic book one. I don't remember if any of these are particularly Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark because those both blur in my mind. There's one where like a guy ends up in a comic book. That one's a good one. There's one where people end up in like a zoo for aliens. That's a good one. There's one where there's like a witch who like I think makes herself younger or something. I think that one's Are You Afraid of the Dark. I have a feeling that one's Are You Afraid of the Dark. And that was a good one. Fuck, that was good. God damn it, I want to rewatch all these. Okay, Halloween movies. Yeah, well, let's see. Anything we haven't talked about already? Oh, some of the old classic ones, like some good, like Rosemary's Baby. Practical Magic's good. That one's from the 90s. Again, that one's just nice to watch. Suspiria from the 70s is really, if you like horror movies in like you really like them sense, this is one of those movies that today doesn't feel very original, but in the 70s pioneered a lot of stuff we now take for granted in horror movies. And there's a new version, which I haven't seen yet, that came out in 2018. And it's Suspiria. Oh, The Craft. Yes, obviously The Craft. Back on that kind of Mean Girls kind of flair. Rocky Horror. Oh, The Witch. And that's the one that was stylized with the 2 V's instead of a W, but it's called The Witch. Very good. I liked that one. That one had a good ending too. Halloween Town. Nightmare Before Christmas. That's about it. I also put The Green Knight in my Halloween movie folder. Honestly, just because it has this kind... It's not really like a horror movie, but it has a kind of like supernatural, like magical kind of vibey flair to it. And I felt it kind of fit with Halloween movies, the kind of stuff I like. So if you haven't seen that one, I do recommend The Green Knight. The new one, it came out in 2021. It's just like going in Green Knight, but it was pretty good. It's good representation. But those are my Halloween recs. Picture of Dorian Gray. I haven't actually seen that. I mean, I know the plot, but yeah, it's a movie I should watch. I feel like there's more than one version of that. Hey, Isabel Niner. Do you think it would be cool if every male in the world shrunk to the size of an ant? I think it would be interesting, and then I think the population would die out within a generation, so I think there would be problems. But it would be weird, and it would be an interesting movie. Yeah, supernatural magic vibe. So many classic Disney witch magic movies. Yes. This is Vancouver. I don't want Vancouver. God damn it. Go away. Why are you even still giving me a Vancouver listing? I told you to only show me Victoria. Ugh. So frustrating. That's why it's... So I'm like looking at this listing. I'm like, oh, 15 hours. That's much shorter than 20 hours. But yeah, because it like cuts out the entire country of Canada, which I have to fly across. So Dedoy, it's 5 hours shorter. Ugh. Useless. Oh, thank you. I just got my hair done today, so I'm like pretty happy with it. It's a little bit darker than I'd like, but when I first get it done, I want it dark so that it fades, and then it'll fade to more of like a mid-tone pink. Oh, your phone died, but you're going to bed. Okay, have a good night. Good luck with your costume. Again, like check Amazon for one of the arc reactors, and yeah, you'll find something pretty cheap and good. And get the ones that light up and make noise and stuff, and costumes a breeze. Just make sure you like watch like the first movie and kind of like be like, okay, how does he like move and like that kind of stuff, and if you get some of the mannerisms and some of the lines, you're done. What would you do if a bunch of those ant-sized men tried to attack you? I feel like I would do the same thing I would try to do when ants try to like swarm you and just be like, oh, and like shake them off and then run away. Oh my god, I remember at one point I was having a picnic on the beach and I had like my Subway sandwich and the dog. And I'm like sitting there like trying to eat my sandwich and trying to paint as well. And so I kind of put my, like I'd eaten half my sandwich and I put like, there was only a little bit left and I put it down. And I'm like trying to paint. And I like go to pick up my sandwich and I pick it up and thank God I like looked at it before I took a bite, right? And I'm like I could feel like ants on my hand. And I'm like, oh my God, there's ants. Oh my God, there's ants everywhere. Oh my God, there's ants like inside my entire sandwich. Like it's full of ants. And I like throw it to the ground. And then Sugar's just sitting there like being like scratching and like biting at ants on the ground and like in her paws and stuff. And I'm like, oh baby dog, oh my God, there's ants everywhere. They're like in your fur and shit. And I'm like, we are fucking out of here. This was a bad place to sit down and try to eat. Like, oh my God, fuck. So like I like grabbed everything, like packed everything and like I'd like set up to like eat like my lunch and like do some painting. And so I like paint and like water and books and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, everything in the bag now. And I'm like, I'm also trying to like get ants off of stuff. And like, thankfully they weren't like, you know, they didn't want to hang out on my like sketchbook, right? So like I could brush them off, but they were just on everything. And so like, I'm like, whatever, get them in the bag and let's get away from here. And then I can get rid of the ants later. Right? So I'm like shoving stuff in the bag, like grabbing the dog. We're like out of there. And then like, seriously, it probably took us like 20 minutes to like, in a clear spot away from the fucking den of ants to like get rid of the fucking ants off of everything. Oh my God, it was like nightmarish. Because I just remember like, thank God I'd eaten most of my sandwich before I put it down. Because oh my God, that was absolutely like covered in ants by the time I picked it up the second time. Oh, what a fucking horrible experience. But with that Halloweeny image in mind, haha, have a good night, Talos Wind. Oh, Talisman didn't get a shout out. Hold on, I'll give you a shout out too. Hey, Grandpa, how's it going? Shout out, Talisman. There we go. But yeah, I felt so bad for the dog because her fur is so thick. And these fucking ants were like trying to like get up in that fur. And so like and once we moved away from the ants, it was fine. Like she could shake them off herself. Like they went off of her and they weren't like biting ants or anything. It was just like creepy. So yeah, as soon as we started walking and she like ran around a bit, rolled around a bit, the ants all left her. But I felt so bad because like she'd been kind of like restless, right? And I'm like painting and she's like, you know, like moving around and like, you know, digging at the dirt and stuff. And I'm like, Sugar, kind of, you know, be good. And then I like realize what's going on and I'm like, oh my God, Sugar, you're right. We're out of here. This is nuts. You're bored. We were just talking about Halloween movies. What's your favorite Halloween movie? Oh, you don't really watch movies. Oh. What about TV? Do you have any kind of horror? Oh! American Horror Story. I've only seen the first season, but I'm actually... The Coven season of American Horror Story is on my to-watch list for October, but this month has already been so busy that I don't know if I'm going to get around to it this year. It might be next October that I watch it. But I really enjoyed the first season of American Horror Story, and I've heard the rest of the seasons are also good, although some are better than others, because it's one of those shows where each season's a completely different story, so you don't have to watch them in order, or you don't have to watch all of them. But I can at least personally recommend the first one, and I've heard good things about all the other seasons. You pretty much only watch superhero movies. I do love Marvel, yes. You like Marvel and DC? Grew up with a lot of DC? Yeah. Marvel, I mean, I like both. I think I lean more toward Marvel just because Spider-Man was always my favorite growing up, and then Iron Man's been my favorite since the Iron Man movie came out. So... Where's this deal? Oh. There it is. Okay, so I can say. Yeah, I think that's the winner so far. The 20-hour Air Portugal flight. The latest Batman with Rob Pattinson, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm kind of excited to see what he does, because that actor gets like so... He's done some cool stuff, and then he's done some really commercial sellout stuff, like Twilight, right? Like where the actor has said he didn't like the Twilight movies. But like, you know, whatever, neither here nor there. So, I would be interested to see how he does in Batman. Breaking Bad, solid show, 100%. Watch all the seasons. It's good. It's good from start to finish. It's a phenomenal example of a modern tragedy. Breaking Bad's really good. Just solid, good storytelling. Better Call Saul. Okay, so everyone loves Breaking Bad. I love Better Call Saul the most. Like, Better Call Saul is my fucking jam. I actually haven't finished it yet. The last season, like, just finished pretty recently. And I'm a bit into it, but I haven't finished it, so don't spoiler me. I'm really scared to see how it ends because I love Kim and I think she's ruining herself with this, like, you know what I mean? Like, she can't stop. And it's really scary and sad to watch. And that's good, right? Because she's a good character and you want to, like, see what's going to happen. But I'm scared to end it because I don't know what's going to happen to her. And I'm, like, scared for her because she's such a good character. And I love Saul. Like, Saul is brilliantly written. Like, what a perfect example of a real character. Like, someone who really is, like, just absolutely unable to... who's, like, intelligent and skilled, but is unable to stop himself from ruining his own life. And it is so great to watch. And, oh, I fucking love Better Call Saul. That is good shit right there. I am the biggest Iron Man fan. Oh my god, I fucking love Iron Man. It's hard to sit down and do nothing but watch a screen for an hour. Yeah, I feel that. Like, I can't... I like movies and I like TV shows, but, like, I can't just, like, sit and just watch for hours on end kind of thing, right? I have to... And also, I'm so ADD, so even when I am sitting down and watching something, I'm probably doing something on my phone at the same time. Yeah, if you liked Breaking Bad, and if you liked Saul in Breaking Bad, I would recommend Better Call Saul. Because at first you're like, oh, what is this, like a comedic spin-off? It's not. It is just as heavy of drama as Breaking Bad. And, like, Saul gets this, like, hyper intense, like, deep characterization, right? Like, he's not just a comedic throwaway character anymore. He, like, has, like, the full gamut of, like, motivations and emotions and everything that, like, Jesse and Walter had in Breaking Bad. It's so good. Plus, it's a little bit, like, it has that some of that lighthearted funniness because he does just keep fucking over his own life in stupid ways. But they make it very believable and very relatable. You're on season 4 of Breaking Bad? Yeah. That one, Breaking Bad, like, it's widely confirmed to be 100% worth watching through to the end. So, yeah, just do it. Finish it. It's good. You won't regret it. Yeah, Better Call Saul is one of the gems. Yes. Yeah, you hear people say Better Call Saul is better, but you can't fathom something better than Breaking Bad. I think they're both good. I think it depends on what you relate more to as to what you will personally find better. So if you really relate to Walter White, you're going to find Breaking Bad better. If you relate more to Saul or Kim, you're going to find Better Call Saul better. Or Jesse too, right? Like if you relate to Jesse, you're going to like Breaking Bad better. But like, I really think it falls into that kind of feeling where it's like, which of these like character stories kind of do you care more about? Because they're all expertly written. Like they're very well crafted, they're well acted, they're well paced over multiple seasons, and like they're both phenomenal. I think it really comes down to like preferentially kind of which story do you care more about watching, right? Do you care more about watching the guy kind of, I mean, they're both about people ruining their own lives, right? Do you care more about the guy ruining his life because he feels unappreciated, or do you care more about the guy ruining his life because he can't find, like, he can't get that recognition from his family, right? I mean, that honestly, the way I said that, they're like, this sounds the same, but it's a little bit of difference in motivations, and then they both fuck shit up. So, yeah. But I 100%, like, for me, Better Call Saul has a little bit more nuance to it. And I honestly, I think Better Call Saul is better. But again, I can see how people prefer Breaking Bad instead. And I think it really does just boil down to preference. I wouldn't say one of them is, like, I don't even know what the word I'm trying to say, like numerically better than the other. Like you couldn't grade them as one better than the other because they're both like just expertly made. Most of the last season's in black and white. Yeah, oh my god, also like, okay, so Breaking Bad was really good for like some experimental kind of, not even experimental, but like avant-garde kind of fun filmmaking things and like some interesting shots. Better Call Saul, like jacks that up to 11. Like Better Call Saul's cold opens are like fucking gold. Like some of Better Call Saul's cold opens have been so stunning. Like have been just like absolute genius. Also, everything, if you didn't like Saul at all, but you liked Mike in Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul's development of Mike as a character is 100% worth it, even if you fucking hate Saul. Because he's like a major character in Better Call Saul, and it's, oh, he's so good. Oh my god, Mike's amazing. Remind me of Kim. I'll take that. I love Kim. Yeah, you barely notice Saul in Breaking Bad, but you love Better Call Saul. And again, yeah, like in Breaking Bad, he was kind of like the comedic relief, right? Like he's the funny, wacky lawyer who kind of like uses comedy to kind of deflect that he's doing something pretty fucking shady. And you can kind of like, even in Breaking Bad, you can kind of tell it's a defensive mechanism to kind of like keep anyone from taking him too seriously. And then in Better Call Saul, it's like you see the whole other side of the story. It's like, how did he get here? How did he become this kind of caricature of himself? Oh, it's so good. Yeah, if you find Walter relatable, still, honestly, watch Better Call Saul because it's good. But yeah, you'll probably, at the end of the day, like Breaking Bad better. Cinnabons. Oh, I get so sad whenever he's in the Cinnabon because I fucking love Cinnabon and there is no Cinnabon in Toronto. There is no Cinnabon in Toronto. There's no fucking Cinnabon in Toronto and I could fucking murder someone because I fucking love Cinnabon and I've never lived in a city with a fucking Cinnabon. They have cream cheese icing and it is the best. Pretty much every other cinnamon bun shop does not have cream cheese icing. They have shitty fucking regular fucking icing and it's absolute garbage. Cream cheese icing at Cinnabon is the only way to go. There is no Cinnabon in Toronto. And there's no Cinnabon in Victoria. There's no Cinnabon in basically any place I've ever lived. Except for when I lived in Kelowna briefly as a child. You're clipping the Cinnabon rant. I have such strong feelings about Cinnabon. Oh, no, okay, I lie. when I lived in London, there was a Cinnabon in London. When I lived in London, Ontario for like a year, I could get Cinnabon in Ontario for 1 year. But whenever I'm on vacation in America, I always like try to find the Cinnabon. Because it's so worth it. Okay. I get that things are like formatted differently for the website versus the phone, but why are the dates formatted month-day on the phone and they're formatted day/month on the computer? I've got 11-21 and I've got 21/11 over here. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You couldn't use the same fucking formatting. Why would you make that more complicated than it had to be? Ah. Okay, I think this is the flight I want now. So I've just like gone up $20. Jesus fucking Christ. Planes, would you get your fucking act together? You were 622 an hour ago, now you're 635. Now you're 654, depending on where I'm looking. Stop being dumb. I gotta just buy it, otherwise it's gonna keep going up. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I assumed it was the computer was not working because I'd been able to open the Air Portugal listings on my phone earlier today, but now they're not working on either, so weird and annoying. Thankfully, this price is also on one of the other sites. Let's try that. But like that site doesn't show up over here. Oh my god, airlines are a disaster. The computer's only showing me Air Portugal, whereas on the phone I can find it on eDreams, apparently. And like, why is that not showing up on the computer? Who knows? Suppose they should have bought this when it was $622. Now it's like not $622. Okay, I think this is the one I'm gonna buy. Let's confirm that we can actually change it. I think we can though. How do I get the version that was $15 cheaper? Can I still find that version? Does that exist, you bitch? Does not, does it? I mean, it's gonna end up going up more if I hesitate here, so I should probably just get this one while it's still this price and not anymore. Okay, 20 hours, 4-hour layover, 1-hour layover. Those are fine. Okay. Okay, continue. Keeps kind of looping on me here. Please stop looping. Okay, alright, we're here. Alright, I guess I'm buying a flight now. Oh my fucking god. I need my passport. I hope this is actually fucking changeable, because you know how like airlines get so weird about that shit, and then it's like, yeah, it's changeable, but you're gonna have to be on the phone for like literally 16 hours, and it's gonna cost you all these extra fucking fees. I just had my passport yesterday. Where did I put it? Oh, good god damn, are you fucking kidding me? How have I managed to do this to myself? It's because everything in my entire apartment is a disaster of a mess right now, because half of my stuff is... I can't even say half of my stuff is packed. Half my stuff is like in my house in preparation to be packed. It's like not where it normally is. Passport, yes, thank you, motherfucker. Found it. Thank God. Okay. Let's do this. The best price I found, definitely. I'm hurrying. It's like, hurry, prices will go up soon. I fucking know. I'm trying. Okay. One bag included. Do I have to pay to choose a seat? It has not opened. Okay, it's fine. Oh, this one has though. Oh, hey, I just want a window seat. Ooh. And another window. Ew, I'm not paying $150 for a window. Fuck you. Why didn't you tell me that when I fucking clicked it? Oh, it does tell you. It's just in like the tiniest fine print somewhere on the page. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just like deal with it. Usually if you show up at the right time, those give you a window seat anyways. Also, it's like a 2 out of 3 chance that you're gonna get a window or an aisle seat statistically. So, on most planes anyway. Like, enter your phone number. It's like, well, I was trying before you like popped up and told me to enter my phone number, so. Why do you want my password twice? Fucking. You good? No! Oh my god. Jesus, fuck your shit. I love that it's like, would you like to see a breakdown of the price? But the breakdown of the price is like base fare, external charges, service charges, additional services. Like, these are all fucking useless. Those mean nothing. But at least most of them were already included in the price I was originally looking at. So that's whatever, that's fine. Why do I have an extra $100 of additional services? What the fuck are those? Oh, it's probably a check bag. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Continue without because you want to charge me $150 to book a window seat, and I don't care that much. I mean, I probably will when I'm actually trying to sleep and I don't have a window seat over a 7-hour flight, but you know, right now, save the money. You're gonna charge me $4 for text messaging? Like, just send me my flight info by text message without charging you. Fucking fuckers. Continue. Okay, I probably want one of these support options because I think I am going to be changing the thing. Do I want standard or premium? Service fees covered in case of changes. I need more information. Oh wow, okay, what's the difference on the other one? Oh, you don't get premium refund help. So yeah, 100%. They're gonna like try to slow down any refunds like 1,000,000%, and you'll just end up spending so much money on your fucking phone call. You have to call them during business hours and be on hold for 3 days in a row, 8-hour days. You know, that's always fun. Love those customer services. Just let me change the fucking tickets. Okay, Everything else is the same, right? So am I gonna regret not paying $13 for priority refunds? I don't really want a refund though. I just want to be able to change the tickets. I just also feel like that's one of those things where they charge you the money and then like you're never gonna know whether you actually got priority or not because you're probably still gonna be on hold a whole bunch. Like, oh, but if you get premium or regular standard support, you do get text messaging. Thank fucking Christ included. Okay, I know I'm going to be changing and doing things with tickets, so I'm going to pay the extra $13 for the fucking premium service, and hopefully that will be helpful. Check these dates in case I actually do go with this flight and I don't end up changing it. Okay, it's a Monday. That's fine. Alright, Monday's fine. Arrives in the afternoon, that's good. Leaves mid-morning, that's fine. Okay. Alright, well we are getting somewhere here. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Okay, oh my god, I love this healthy new dip, it's so good. And basically he's like, I can't recognize you while you're chewing. I'm like, damn it. Oh, it's still good for now. Okay, that's fine then. No, okay. Flexible pair. Okay, I'm paying $100 for a flexible pair. That's good because I want a flexible pair. Canadian dollars, yes, excellent, good. So I'm going to check you by shifting into American at some point. Where are you at? Toronto, Lisbon, Rome. That's actually not a terrible flight. One piece of check-in baggage included. Flexible fare. Change flight date or time. Make changes after booking. Non-refundable. I don't know what the fuck that means. Non-refundable cancellation costs free. What? Whatever. Okay, continue. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm doing it. Ooh, it's always so scary to actually do it. Okay, purchase. It says changeable. Wow. It chips like 100%. Do not go with this wine, but whatever. Okay. Actually, I do need a hotel deal. Please show me your fucking hotel deals. Ew, no, I don't want a $400 a night hotel. Excuse you. Oh, that one looks more like it. I love Rome. Everything's so close to the city center. What a great fucking city. Okay, can I sort by price, please? Okay, I feel like I did something tonight. This is good. This is very, very good. What did you get done tonight? Congrats, it's a productive night. Why is this not loading? These are the same ones I just looked at. You're fixing your overlays for future study streams. And you added a better timer. Ooh, excellent. I love my stupid fucking timer. I found it like when I very first started study streaming. It's just fucking done me fine. I'm like, yep, that timer's good. Love it. Good to go. Thank you. I have a couple different ones and they're all like kind of like similarly themed. But yeah, I need to make a couple different ones because I need one that's really more just like one image without so much text on it. For nights like this when like I really don't need like a to-do list posted on the screen, but I have one anyways. But in general, I'm pretty pleased with the overlays. Whoa, that page did not load at all. But do you want to sell me a hotel or not? I guess not. Yeah, prices have expired. That's fine. Oh crap, I've got to buy a return ticket too. Ew! They won't give you the visa unless you prove that you're going to leave the country at some point. And so even though you're definitely going to like cancel and change that ticket, you have to like buy it and show them that you're going to leave. I think you have to like show them that you have the money to buy a return ticket, I guess. Oh, fuck. Ew, okay, I've done step 1. There's like 500 more steps. Ugh. Alright, next. How far in advance can I buy a return ticket? And then cancel it. Book flights, 1 of 2. Let's try again. Okay, let's switch these. One way, Rome to Victoria. Like, how far in the future can I go? I wonder if it would make more sense to buy a direct flight, like Rome to Toronto or something. Then I could deal with one airline, like probably like Air Canada or something, and then just get a refund from them. I wonder. You really is catchy and you love the gold color. Yay! I love the gold color. I'm so fucking addicted to gold illustrations. I'm like, just add more gold. It's fine. It'll work. Yeah, the booking flights experience is like just the fucking worst. So much the worst. Okay, let's grab a new color pen so I don't confuse it with the old notes and see what we've got. Trying to remember how I did. I can't believe I can't remember how I did this last time, because I had to do this when I got my visa for France. And I just don't remember if I just bought tickets and then like, I didn't though. I 100% did not, like I had to change my tickets because I was there for 2 years and I came back for vacation. Like for Christmas and stuff. So like there's no way I bought my first ticket 2 years in advance and then use that same ticket, which means I bought a ticket and then canceled it. But I just can't remember how I did it, like who I used, and whether it was frustrating or not. Add more gold, more. Was that the Shiny song from Moana? I am all about the Shiny song. Absolutely. Okay, well, only let me book up until today's date in the future. Let's see what prices those are at. Oops, I didn't change the dates. Discord thieving me. I hate Discord thieving. I don't have time to be notified when the price drops. Website. I just need your best price now. Ew, that's not your best price. It's like $2,000. It was $700 in August. Not paying $2,000 in October. Ooh, there we go. $500 Rome to Toronto. That sounds like a nice cancelable flight. One stop? Ew, no. Direct. There we go. Direct. $500. Air Transat. Good. Then I only have one company to deal with. Just fucking cancel it. Yeah, searches may have limited inventory this far in the future. Yeah, no shit. These are all $2,000. Yeah, that's fucking called limited inventory. Yes. Okay, I'll take the $500 no-stop direct flight and then cancel it in a month. That sounds fine. See, visa requirements are just a fucking scam from the airline industry. Hot take. It's not making fucking sense. Okay. I think I remember this being frustrating before, but I don't remember how I dealt with it. Like, what did I do? Did I buy tickets and then cancel one? Did I buy tickets and then move one? Did I buy tickets and then, because I was going home for Christmas, just move one of them to Christmas? And then it just wasn't an issue? Is that what I did? Fuck, I can't figure it out. But the problem is right now I want to buy these and then move them till after Christmas in the first place. So, and then the second one's going to be so far in the future, I'm just going to want to cancel it and buy a new one. Yeah, like the situation is just totally different, so blah. Let's look up Air Canada Direct. They might have further bookings. And I sure as shit don't want them to give me a visa that expires in October just because my plane ticket was in October. Oh my god. The Air Canada site has defaulted to United States and American dollars. Thanks, Air Canada. Fucking show some fucking pride. Wait. Okay, I have to send you the my favorite comedy gold video now. And gold is best. Best. There it is. It's like an old ass video, but it still cracks me up. Rafi got you. Just add more gold. Gold is best. Fucking love this video.
Each detail of the 5S is meticulously designed,
I was old from the first gold iPhone.
No two fingerprints are alike, so we thought 5S, why not use them as passwords? And the 5S was the first iPhone to be offered in the color gold. To achieve this aesthetic, we went outside of our core team design.
This just cracked me up when I was younger.
Nice watch, sports car,
Only best stuff. Shrimp.
The regular iPhone is gold. I just want to make it clear, I only worked on the gray and silver ones, okay? Display is best, Play 7 chip is best, chip, camera is best. Regardless of the exterior colors, all the phones are equally as powerful on the inside. No, come on. Gold is best. Gold is best. Gold is best. Oh, these guys Siri's not such an uptight bitch on this one.
Fuck, it's so funny. I don't know if you can hear any of it. I'm playing it on my other computer, so I don't know if the sound is translating.
And their offices were based in Miami Beach.
But I posted the link. You can watch it for yourself. Gold is best. Best. I'm sorry, that video is too fucking great. Fucking perfection. Actually, honestly, I can't even fucking argue because the phone that I use as a fucking streaming monitor is a fucking like old ass gold iPhone. So like legit, Goldie's best. Fucking monitoring this stream right now. Still going. Like doesn't work great as like a phone anymore. It's way too slow for that. But like still works. And actually when my phone was stolen like 2 years ago, I went back and used that phone for like 2 months while I waited for my new phone. So Goldie's best. Can't argue. But anyways, if you ever hear me say that, that's what I'm referencing. And I do reference it constantly. Now you know. Aye, Rafi, you're the best. Only the hardest tracks for you, my friend. Done. What are we doing? Okay, we're going from Rome. Toronto, Rome. That is not a real place. I don't think it'll sell me a ticket to or from there. How far in advance can I book on the official Air Canada site? Oh my god, do not go to Thailand. Oh, I clicked an actual accidental advertisement for Thailand. Fuck. Back. I've watched quite a bit of Friends, but not all. And I've watched a little bit of Seinfeld, like kind of like the really like episodes that people talk about. I've watched from Seinfeld, like I'm trying to think of any, but like the soup episode I've watched definitely, and then like some random ones I think. They usually have guest characters with foreign accents that are comedy gold, like the soup episode. Yes, oh my god, yes, exactly. No soup for you. Classic. Can't argue with that. What the hell? I just typed in Rome, and the two options it gave me to select, like from its like, you know, generated search results were like Rome and Moncton, New Brunswick. Like, excuse you? When I typed in Rome, I didn't mean fucking Moncton. Thank you. But like, good try, Air Canada. Oh wow, Air Canada won't even let me type into October, and it is October. Let me go to like September. Alright, let's figure out what your prices are though. Maybe it's good prices. Honestly, it's not too important. Because once you're in the country, as long as you don't leave, they're not gonna find you if you overstay your visa by a month or two. Do not take this as legal advice. Do not take anything I recommend as advice. I do shit that maybe is not strictly on board sometimes. But again, no, I didn't even need to do that in France. I was actually like super on board in France. And if I can get these fucking tickets to work, I'll be fine here too. Ew, $5,000, $3,000, or $2,000. No, we're not buying direct from you. Fuck you, even if it does have cancellation. Ew, let's try something else. Go back to COVID when I could just cancel anything forever, for whatever reason. Do not go back to COVID. Fucking Jesus Christ world, do not do that because I don't want you to fucking shut down the borders again. I need the borders to stay open for like 1 to 3 more months and then you can do whatever you want. But until then, everyone be on your best behavior. Wash your damn hands. And do not shut down my fucking visa. Okay, I think the one that Kayak is recommending me is Air Transat. So let's look up Air Transat directly and see if we can get that without going through a third-party booker who will fucking fight me to the death for a cancellation. Seriously, I don't know if you've ever tried to cancel or change a flight through one of those like low-cost booking companies. Seriously, it would be easier to literally fight someone to the death in a fucking like death ring sometimes than getting someone on the phone to give you a straight answer. Let alone give you your money back. But eventually they do it if you just keep fucking calling. And you have to keep accelerating it to managers. Like, I was like, oh, I've been on the phone with you for 20 minutes. Can I talk to your fucking manager? Because I'm exactly where I was when I started this call. And then they say no. And then they say, oh, my manager will call you. And then you have to wait. But at least you're not on hold because you're also being charged for that fucking phone call. And then they don't call you and you have to call them back in 3 days. Oh my god, what a fucking disaster. Anyways, I've definitely had to do this before. But then I've also had good experiences where they just fucking cancel it. It's like, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Alright, Air Transat. Give me a thing. I've definitely also used Flight Hub before. That sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure I saw that in my inbox. Okay, this is no good. That one's terrible. Let's go back to like... I don't know, there. Sure. What do you mean this page is slowing down Firefox? Like, it's a one page. It's not even doing anything. I haven't even typed anything into the fucking search settings yet. God damn it. Okay, I think I'm about done my chips here, which is good. I'm getting tired too. It's probably time for bed. Yeah, departure city is required. That's great. Let me type. Oh, this site is broken. Okay, I can see why it was slowing down my browser because it's absolutely broken as shit. I'm gonna close that. Okay. Wow, I kept typing and I kept like jumping between different fields and not actually typing anything. So that was cool. Oh my god, does this actually open in Air Transat if I just actually click the link? Oh, please work and I will buy you right now if you have a cancellation policy. Oh, please. Oh, please, please, please. Oh my god, yes. I need to pay a little bit more for cancellation, it looks like. What? Holy shit. Oh, yes. I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna work. And it's letting me jump a bit forward. It's letting me go into like October. Nope, that's too far. It only goes to like the end of October. Interesting. Okay, so let's say not October 31st because I would never fly then. And if I do decide I don't need to change this, we'll leave it on like 27th. Okay. Okay, so definitely the direct flight, not the stopover flight. That's the same price. Okay, good. That's the total. Please give me cancellation requirements. Ugh, the refundable version is $784. But it's refundable, which means how much do you charge for refund, I guess, is the question, because the other one was 20%. Okay. No changes within 24 hours. Fair. Refunds will be made in the method of payment on file in case of cancellation by the client. Those who wish to cancel only their return. No, I don't have it. It's a one-way ticket. No refunds when a portion has been used. Nope, it's a one-way. No refunds within 24 hours. No changes within 24 hours. One piece of baggage is included. Can't cancel it, so it doesn't matter. Refunds will be made in the case of cancellation by the client. I can cancel this, I think is what I'm fucking seeing here. Okay, that would be fine. Oh, I think this is the one. I'm excited. This is so much easier than the other way around. It literally says cancellation. I'm trying to find the fine print that says, no, actually you can't cancel, you can only like, you know what I mean? Like there's some sort of bizarre restriction or something. Okay. On the slightly lower tier fee, a fee of €150 applies in a cancellation, but not on the higher price ticket. So basically, I pay more for the ability to cancel, which is definitely important because I know I'm going to cancel, versus I would save some money if I was still iffy about it. Because theoretically, I should get my fucking money back. Refundable. Okay. I feel like this is legit. Like, there's a cancellation policy here. I pay extra money. I can cancel. If I don't cancel, I get a checked bag and a date change. I think that's it, though. Get out of Italy. Prove to the Italian consulate that I will leave their country next October. If they only give me the fucking visa till October, I'll be pissed, but whatever. I think this is it. I think this is the one. I think we're about done. Excellent. Okay, prices are listed. Canadian dollars. Oh, thank God. New bookings. Click here for more information. Yeah, let's click there. Okay, prepaid services such as baggage, meals, seat selection will not be refunded. It's fine, I'm not paying for any of those. Passengers require a passport. Dedoy. Baggage. These are all about people who actually want to fly somewhere. I do, but not. I don't want to book it now. Yeah, there's no way I had a flight that I didn't cancel the first time because I didn't leave France for the first year. Period. because I didn't go back for Christmas that year. I stayed there for Christmas, and then I went back for Christmas the year after. Therefore, it was well over 365 days, and I must have canceled a flight. God, I wish I could remember. Okay, I think this is what I'm booking, though. This actually looks fine, as long as I can fucking cancel it. But I'm paying extra money to be able to refund it. I'm probably going to end up losing 20% or something to a refund charge, but that's the price of getting this visa, I suppose. And it's one company, one flight, one cancellation. Don't have to go through multiple fucking shits. I don't think I want Option Plus, but you're not really telling me what it is. Oh no, I don't want that. Do not purchase that. Continue. Okay, I'm feeling really good that I'm getting stuff done. Yes. It's also not going to look stupidly idiotic because I won't be able to cancel until I receive the visa. So that'll be like in a month or, I don't know, a couple weeks, a week or two at least, so. Okay, I don't want to add any extra details onto here because they've already established they're not refundable. Oh, cool. I'm like, what's a redress number? It's unfortunately, if you happen to have the same number as someone on the terrorist watch list, you can have a redress number at booking that helps you eliminate you being watch listed if you're not that person. That's cool that they offer that option if you have a common name or a happen to be identical name. I do not, thank God, my name is pretty unique and thankfully not a problem, but I would appreciate that if I happen to have a problematic name. Do not need special assistance. Oh, I'm so happy I found a company that I can just work with directly and I can just ask for my refund from them. Now I have to go through multiple fucking companies. So I always book through one of those like low-cost providers, which is great if you want low-cost flights, but terrible if you ever need to change anything. Ever. Phone number. And like honestly, the fact that I'm flying from a small town to another country means there was no way of booking my flight in a way that was this easy, because like matter of fact I like had to go through multiple airlines and shit like that. So yeah, so hopefully that'll be fine. Hopefully I'll be able to change it and I'll just be like, yay, done, no problem. Trip cancellation plan. Why are you charging me an extra fucking $100 when this trip already has cancellation? Read more. Oh, this is like if a medical emergency. I just want to actually cancel. This wouldn't even help me because this would be like you'd need a medical emergency for it to be cancelable. So that's, I'm definitely not paying $100 for that. Yeah, and if you need to like cancel your trip in the middle. I mean, I don't. Are you sure you don't want insurance? Like scary pop up. Yeah, because I bought the ticket that has cancellation on it. Cancellations, full refund, even in the occurrence of force majeure. Refunds will be made in the method of payment on file in the case of cancellation by the client, thus indicating that the client can cancel. And it's a one-way ticket, so I don't have to worry about all the shit that applies to two-way tickets. I don't have any travel credit. Okay, well, let's go. Canadian dollars. Yes, good. Okay, this is good. This is what I wanted to get done tonight. Feeling good. Actually, we'll use this one. It has to go back on the same card. I should probably choose a card that's not going to expire in the next 2 months. Yes, that's fine. I'm sure there's a way around that if the card expires or whatever, but like, let's just not deal with it. Let's just solve this problem. Blah, blah, blah. You need a passport. Understood. Canadian dollars. Yeah, passport required. Cancellation policy. Okay. All right, let's go. What do you mean an error occurred? Maybe don't do that. I need to click this stupid button. Oh, click your stupid send me email button. Even though I don't want to. An error occurred. God damn it, seriously? What? Oh, I see the problem. Yeah, I 100% typed this number wrong, so that's probably why it's not working. Let's try again. Fucking credit cards. Hey, Tanchi, how are you? I'm trying to buy plane tickets, and it's causing a problem. Twitter's on fire right now. What's Twitter up to? Oh, thank God it went through that time. Okay. Excellent. Okay. You know, when you type numbers correctly, that helps. Cancellation. Full refund. Good, because I'm gonna want that in about a month. Oh yeah, I'm tired. Okay, bedtime for bed. The bridge connecting Russia to Crimea blew up, and it's a party. Oh, wow, okay. So, stuff's going down over there. Who's partying? The Crimeans or the Russians? Okay, I need to mail all of this in, so I need to print all of this. That's fine. I need to hook up my printer tomorrow and start printing things. Ah. Oh, wow. I assume I don't need to send it by email. I assume it's going to send it to me already, but let's do it anyway. I don't know anyone else to send it to. One email address can be entered, that's fine. Send it to me. Yeah, Russia wouldn't do it for fun. They need it. This may as well be divorce papers. Oh, I like that. That's a good way of stating it. Sorry, I could not retrieve your flight itinerary. It's because I just made it, probably, but thanks for trying. Okay. Alright, do I have the energy to do anything else tonight? I don't think so. I think I'm passing out. I think we're about done. That was good, though. That was something I've been putting off for a long time, because it's so awful. But it's done. And I think buying travel insurance is going to be easier because I've done that before too. And there's a lot more options. Oh, excuse me. Now than ever existed before for long-term travel insurance, but yeah. I found a couple good ones earlier today, so I'm not super worried about that. Get it booked before Tuesday, and I will mail off all my shit probably on Tuesday. Okay, I can close all of my flight booking tabs. Oh my good God. Wow. That's send or not? Jesus Christ. Okay. The footage is wild. It's all recorded. Oh, wow. I'll have to take a look. Steady stream Ken still here, working on your overlay. Excellent, excellent. Also, everyone, go check out the Kickstarter. Go find if there's anyone in your life who it would be appropriate for, who likes that kind of like pink things. Go send it to them, share it. This is our first collaboration project that we've published, and we're excited, and hopefully it'll get funded, and then there'll be more clients and more projects and more publishing in the future, and I'm excited. Yeah, go for it. I mean, if you have links to like just like YouTube or whatever, just feel free to post those too. Okay, what was I gonna look up? What was I just gonna do? Oh, I know. Fucking. Figure everything out. Alright. Finish up for the night. Let's finish up for the night. Oh, that's way too much. I think different mice respond differently to different surfaces. Oh, weird. Oh no. Did my captions stop working, or are they still working? I feel like they just crashed for some reason. The point of impact, or just the fire and the footage when the fire is out. The point of impact is dramatic and people died, but it's not seen on camera. Oh shit. The pink with the white outfit is giving space opera vibes for some reason, and you love it. Hey, I'm super here for that. That sounds like what a great line. Space opera vibes. Yes, I'm here for it. Okay. Alright, log weekend this weekend. Thanksgiving is on Monday. If you're Canadian. If you're American. It's not quite yet. And then I've got winter tires being put on my car on Tuesday. Oh fuck, I completely forgot that I fucking absolutely like ditched book club this week, because this week was insane with the Kickstarter launch. But on Monday I did want to do like, I guess, a book club / writing club, but also I haven't finished reading the book I was supposed to be doing for book club this month yet either, so I'm still halfway through it. So I haven't quite decided what I'm doing with that yet, but writing club or something, hopefully on Monday. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be busy all weekend because holy shit, am I fucking busy. But there'll be a couple more streams in the next week, and then I'm going to be driving across the country at some point, and then I will have a little bit more stability in kind of October, November, maybe. And I'll be doing some more like regular co-working stuff. And then who knows? Everything's going to be up in the air as I try to move countries.
I'm gonna be trying to get a couple more streams in because I feel like the last 2 weeks have been very sparse. I know they have been. Yeah, posts with warnings, that makes sense. Not like a rogue rebel commander of the resistance. Yes. Also Hunger Games vibe. Right? I understand that the point of like the characters like Effie and stuff in the Hunger Games are like that you're not supposed to like them, that they're ridiculous and absurd and out of touch. But holy fuck, they are the most fun characters in the Hunger Games. Like 100%. Come on. Like that's fun. That's style. I actually liked the Hunger Games movies better than the books because I have this weird beef with the Hunger Games where I find it, and like I don't know, you can say it's like naive or something, but I find it unrealistic that it's kind of a postmodern day society where this is being allowed to happen, but yet they have technology. And I get that, yeah, we have societies where like terrible things, you know, these kind of things do occur, and like there's a historical precedent for some of this stuff, but I just find it unrealistic that in a world where you have America and then in the near-ish future you end up in the Hunger Games where half of the country is like exceedingly prosperous and half of the country is literally sending their children to die. I just find it really unrealistic. I didn't find it was explained well enough to be bought by me. And I couldn't, like, you know, like the suspension of disbelief, I couldn't do it for the Hunger Games when I was reading the book. But when I was watching the movie, I don't know, I have a little bit more leeway for a movie, I guess, just because it's kind of like, whatever, it's kind of more fun, it's kind of more crazy. Like, I guess I can kind of, in a movie, I can kind of assume there's more going on behind the scenes that I'm not seeing to explain stuff. Whereas in a book, you have the space to explain it. And if you don't, now I don't buy it because I expect you to fucking make it make sense. Whereas in a movie, it's like, well, they've only got like an hour and a half, 2 hours to fit everything in. And I'd much rather watch the exciting parts rather than the explanation boring parts. In a book, I want the fucking explanation. I did not fucking buy it. That's my Hunger Games rant. You love the setting of the books, the movies, technologically advanced utopian city. Yes. Yeah, it's a bit overly structured to fit a narrative. Yeah, I just did not buy that within like a few generations, like people had gone from not sending their children to die in a battle royale to sending their children to die in a battle royale with no good reason. Like, that's the kind of stuff that does make people, like, rebel and revolt and, like, rise up. And plus there's some other issues, too. But that was my big one. That was my major issue. Would you fucking work, computer? Stop being so fucking slow. Come on, what is just happening here? Oh, I'm using the wrong keyboard. That's what's happening here. Hey, Oscar. Yes, it is nice to be live again. It's been a little bit. It's been about like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. But I'm back today. I'm going to be back a little bit more next week. Not too much because I'm still like in insane kind of trying to sort my fucking life out mode. But yes, it's so nice to see everyone for today. Because it's been kind of crazy. But it's been good. Things are getting done. I bought flight tickets today. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to get some stuff done. How's everyone else been? How's everyone doing? What's everyone been up to? You're in a bunker, you have no idea what's going on outside. Like, literally or figuratively? Like, you're like being a hermit, or like you literally are like not in a good state.
Where are you? Are you in, like, the Ukraine? I don't think I know. Wait, are you in the UK? Who am I thinking of? Chicago, okay. What's going on in Chicago right now? There's like a Russian nuclear threat? What? Okay, that's what I heard from the other room. What's going on in Chicago right now? Jesus. Wow, world. Alright, well, stay safe. It's been a thing all summer. Oh, Jesus. At some point the dictator runs out of threats, right? At some point it's like, well, you can only say so much before it's like, well, what can you actually do? And also, when did they make a new nuke? They have expiration dates. Oh god, like what's happening? Good lord. What are you? 3 a.m. That's actually a pretty good time to go to bed, I guess. It'll probably be 4 a.m. by the time I actually get into bed, but not too shabby. Okay, I'm glad I got the tickets done. I still gotta do health insurance, but the tickets are way more difficult to do than health insurance, so that's good. We did this one, although it went up from 622 to like 637 or something. But that's fine. This one has change, and then we bought the other one for like 7 something with cancellation. Okay. You had a fun comic. One character is able to communicate with a ghost, and the premise was to get the old film club back together. And in the end, they also let her cook hot pot. This honestly sounds kind of adorable. What is this? What is this? Oh, they all pretended she was there and pretended the food was cooked.
And she admitted she knew they were acting. She too was acting like they knew she was there. Okay, this does sound absolutely adorable. What is this? It sounds so cute. I was like, until I'm ready for bed, like, I'm like, my face looks tired. Ugh. Seeing is, I don't know how to pronounce this. Xinghua again? Xinghua again? I'll have to look it up. It sounds freaking adorable is what it sounds. It's on the Ability app. Okay, that makes it easy to find. Oh, interesting. That bridge was opened by Putin in 2018. It's 100 miles away from the Ukrainian-held territory. Okay, and the comic you were reading was fairly short, about 40 chapters. Okay, good. Yeah, because like I've said before, I can't read anything that's too long. Hey, Anos, how's it going? We are just finishing up here. We're gonna be doing a raid here pretty quick. I'm just choosing where we're going. Alright, we're gonna go raid like a coding streamer. This is just a new co-working streamer I found recently. We're gonna go give a raid. This is ODAT Nerd. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You're reading one that's 2,600 chapters so far. Yeah, that is so not my deal. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I think that's the correct spelling. Did I do it right? I think I did. Okay, let's go. Off we raid. Woohoo! Thanks everyone who showed up. I know I haven't been around much in the last week or two. I'm going to be around a little bit more in the next week, and then everything is going to be absolutely wild, and then I will try my best to be around for the next, like at least once a week over the next month or two. But it's going to be kind of up in the air, because I'm going to like physically be like traveling across the country and then to other countries, and it's going to be wild. But if I pull my Halloween costume together, I'll try to stream that, and it's not gonna be as cool as last year when I actually like made my costume from scratch, but I'll try to do some Halloween streams, even if they're just like watch with me streams, something like that, like on Amazon or something. I am not hitting up Chicago. If I was driving across the country, I would drive through Chicago, but I have a feeling the Italian consulate is not going to give my visa back by the time I need to move across the country, and thus I shall have to drive through Canada, which takes longer and is not as fast,
but I will get to see my dad in Alberta at least, so that's a good thing. But yeah, it's much faster to drive through the States, even if you're driving from one side of Canada to the other. It's weird. Yeah.